Pertains to some of the research that I was doing for my topic, which is epidural stimulation. And in the trial that was approved back in December of last year, this is the timeline that it's looking at. That's why the research on my slides is incomplete, because they're still in the middle of doing it. As of right now, they are in months 3 through 5, and this will last approximately 2 years. There we go. Epidural stimulation. Basically, this is for people that suffer catastrophic injuries. And what a catastrophic injury includes, well, divided into 2 different categories. They can either be direct or indirect. Direct meaning the traumatic sides, concussion, car accident, and the indirect meaning the environment. The environment can cause this stuff. It can include cardiac or respiratory failure and fatalities and permanent disabling injuries. What it is essentially it's a device that sends continuous electric current through your spinal cord. The current comes from a little chip that's implanted into the dura of the spinal cord, and it is controlled by a little remote the size of y'all's smartphone. And with the help of an intense training program, the goal is to make people who are paraplegics or paralyzed below the waist be able to walk and run again. And there's just a picture of it. As you can see, you got the battery, and then the array, which includes all the electrodes, are implanted in the dura of the spinal cord. And what the goal of this, where they implant it, is they want to implant it above the injury site, so it can send the current down. Benefits will be an increased well-being. Oh, thank you. An increased well-being because it increases their quality of life, improved temperature regulation, increased bladder control, and increased movement. Here's the research part. Dr. Susan Harkema, the director of spinal cord injuries up in the University of Louisville in Kentucky, this whole spew of an idea came from one of her research studies, which was looking at using the same device for pain control. And what she found is that one of the settings she used actually caused the patient's toe to move. And like I said earlier, in late December of last year, the FDA approved the research request to begin enrolling participants in a study for epidural stimulation effects. As of right now, it is 36 participants, both male and female, with complete paralysis below the waist. And the aim of the study was to see how much stimulation is able to facilitate the ability to regain voluntary control of their lower body. And like I said before, the study is ongoing right now, and they hope that this study will lead to a new rehab strategy for people with spinal cord injuries. And those are the resources, and that last slide was for the timeline.